Think about the changes we've seen in the last 40 years. Our first little persons served at early intervention are now in their 30s. The perceptions of the disabled have matured, where people are not limited by their disabilities, but championed by their abilities. In the last 40 years, we have witnessed the closings of state institutions because of everyday heroes like Benjamin Ritchie, Loretta Rowland, and Katherine Hutchinson. In 1975, Governor Michael Dukakis signed the consent decree closing state schools, like this one in Belchertown.
The ruling had come down that the state was to comply with these consent decrees that Judge Taro had presided over. It was a time of great change in the human service industry.
BAMC began transitioning individuals out of these facilities and into communities, first into smaller homes with shared rooms, to now state-of-the-art facilities tailored to individual needs, and for some, independent living in their own homes with flexible staff support as necessary. Community residences have become homes, with supports becoming family.
I think he's like a really good staff member. I think more than a staff member, kind of like almost like a brother.
This decree would change the lives of many for the better. The last 4 decades have taught us to see many things through a different lens, like sheltered employment. Training programs saw individuals blossom with their abilities and sense of self. We also saw that meaningful employment is important to who we are. To put your hands to meaningful work each day is invaluable to our sense of self. And while sheltered employment works for some, BAMC strives to provide community-based employment, like John Davis at Home Depot.
John Davis has been a great member of our family for about 20 years, and he comes to work every day. He embodies the spirit of the Home Depot. He works very hard. We honored him with an apron last year to let him know that as a member of our family, he is truly appreciated. He embodies the light that shines from the Home Depot. I don't know what this store would be like without him.
BAMC community-based employment at Home Depot and Good Samaritan Medical Center are now common in the workforce. Linda is a family partner at Wraparound Family Services. She calls on her lived experience to help navigate mental health services that treat the whole family.
As a family partner, it's been helpful to have a background with family that have mental illness. Sometimes the stigmas that families run into with mental health kind of impact them from getting services or asking for help. And I, myself, was that mother. Usually when they come to us, they're at their wit's end. They're tearing their hair out. So it's empowering as a family partner to say, this isn't the end. There's a lot of help out there. You can get the services in your home. You kind of meet them where they're at.
And where Alicia was at required a visit from our Wraparound Family Services team.
When you guys first came, I was in my room and I was just minding my own business, and I heard a knock on the door. So I went to the door and I saw you guys, and I was like, this is strange. So I let you guys in, then you guys started talking about what was going to happen.
Through a vast array of support services and mentoring, Alicia became someone we are all very proud of.
I just turned into a kid who's getting A's and B's on my report card, helping out at home, and not doing anything stupid in the neighborhood, so helped me for the better.
Another tool at Wraparound Family Services that works on life skills in a comfortable atmosphere is the new Youth Advisory Group.
To feel comfortable, feel like you can voice your concerns, voice your thoughts. So the first one we had was no drama, no profanity. One person talks at a time. Be respectful of one another. If we encounter a conflict, make an effort to have some type of agreement or compromise.
The group themselves designed bonding exercises, breaking down walls and improving communication skills.
For the class that I had yesterday, we had split into 3 groups and we were given a scenario.
And with the success that Alicia found, we might have another peer mentor in the making.
If I saw someone that was like me and they were having a hard time with things, I would probably just tell them, yo, come here, and just chill and just talk to them about my story and just tell them to get help and just, get through it.
The Cope Center is, if you can call it, a wellness center for the inner city population. Distribution of Narcan, condoms, screening and treatment for STDs. Cope is a place for a population that doesn't find many open doors.
When the Cope Center opened in 1996, it was the first drop-in center that DPH funded in the state. And it was meant to be a place where we would do HIV testing and help folks who were homeless and who were addicted to drugs, a lot of crack cocaine back then. It was a place where people could go when they couldn't go anyplace else. Most people were on the streets, had no shoes, no clothes, and they would help them. There was one staff, they used to go to the Brockton police station and talk to the working girls who were picked up the night before and talk to them about getting tested and ways to keep safe. It was probably one of the first harm reduction places where someone would walk in, and if they weren't ready to get off drugs, that was okay. We would work with them. The staff would work with them where they were at in their treatment, in their addiction. And that still goes today. I mean, the staff that work at the Cope Center are amazing.
I am someone who is HIV positive.
Dee didn't use drugs, and she wasn't promiscuous. One poor life choice changed her destiny.
You just didn't say it back then. You didn't want anyone to know. So I went home with a secret. I kept it from my family. The HIV case management team was my family. They were a place where I could go and I could talk about things that were bothering me. Not only talk about it, but cry about it. They accepted me for who I was. I remember the first time having a conversation with my mother. Her and I were walking through D.W. Field. And I had a book, they had an article on me, and I said, Ma, wow, they featured an article. Forgive me, brings back memories. And I'm showing it to my mom, and we're walking. And for the first time, she says to me, I'm proud of you.
During the course of dealing with her disease, Dee has built a base of knowledge about HIV. She now is a peer advocate, and this is what she shares with someone who is newly diagnosed.
Because you came in and you got tested today, look at all of the things we're going to talk about now. We're going to talk about your eating habits. We're going to talk about you getting enough sleep. We're going to talk about you maybe starting an exercise program. I said, and that's from the one thing. I said, but most of all, you meant me and I meant you. And I'm going to give you my card today, and you can call me anytime you like. So we've developed a friendship.
What do you have? You have a gorilla.
For nearly 40 years, early intervention has helped our smallest person served achieve their best selves. Models of therapy have changed, and work now happens in the home, along with class therapies.
There's challenges coming in every day. Every family is different. We are not cookie cutter, so we do for each child what they need. We think out of the box.
I'm a child life specialist as well as an early childhood special needs teacher, so it gave me the opportunity to do both things. I really think you work the best in the home with families as well. For me, it's good to be able to just accept that family for where they're at and work with them from there, and not expecting it to be, everything to go well my way. It's got to be, we're service providers, it's got to be their way too. We have to meet their needs. So for me, it's being able to meet their needs and be happy about that.
It's truly an incredible feeling that each day you're helping a family get through something that they didn't expect when their child was born.
She has been a miracle worker with my son. Without her, I don't think he would be where he is today. She has been by his side 100%. 1 second. It tears me up because she's amazing. She's helped him along so much, and Jack wouldn't be Jack.
For 40 years, BAMSI has blazed the trail in the human services industry. We can't wait to see what the next 40 years will bring. Thanks for watching.